What is up everyone, it's Demolisher here. As you saw in the title, I'm starting a new series on my channel called Boosting My Skyrim or Boost My Skyrim. This series actually made to improve your games and to make it look the best way as it could be. The reason why I'm doing this is because most of the time when I'm checking a video on YouTube about Skyrim, people showing their mods or showing their results with those mods, most of the time in the comment section there's always a bunch of people asking for the settings of the mods, or how to make the mods look exactly the same way as it did in the video. And most of the time the YouTube or the video owner does not reply to this because it's kind of hard to reply to a comment like that. The reason why is because there's a lot of setting in the ENB. By the way, we are going to use ENB series because it's a must-have if you're modding your Skyrim. Next, we are also going to use Nexus Mod Manager. It's really useful to have for modding your Skyrim by preventing any issues between your mods. Before we begin, I just want to add something about the video and the series. This series actually made for people that can play between high and ultra, between 35 and 55 FPS. If you struggle to get a 30 FPS at medium, this series is not for you at all. You can try it for the water video or most of the thing, but for the graphics, actually, I do not recommend downloading most of the mods. So to begin with today, I'm gonna start with something that I see really often in the comment. It's the water setting. Yeah, the water setting is actually something a lot asked in the comment. The reason why is because most of the video owner only give the 3 mods that is required for it, but they do not gives out the setting for it, and this is a must-have. It's normal if your water don't look the same way as the dude in the video if you don't have the same setting as he did. So today we're gonna start with that. I'm gonna show you all the mod that you actually need, and I'm gonna also show you all the setting in the ENB. You'll see that this video is actually pretty simple, but I think it's necessary to be the first thing that we're gonna check out, because as I said, people keep asking for it, how to make your water look perfectly clear and blue. You can download many mods that you want. If you don't play with the settings, it won't work. And for the first video, you don't actually need a really powerful PC to run it. If you can play on medium and still have a perfect water. So we're gonna begin with this. So I hope you enjoy, guys, and here we go. Okay, the first thing you want to get is your ENB series. This is a must-have if you want to modify your mods and your properties. It's easy to download. I won't show you how. I will show you where to get it. There's a tons of video about it, how to download it. It's very simple. It takes between 2 to 5 minutes, maybe, if you don't know how to properly use it. So you want to get the V0.266. This is the latest update. We're gonna need that to improve your water, improve more settings, but in this video we're only going to play with the water setting. So yeah, get this thing and we'll keep going then. In second place, you want to get your Nexus Mod Manager. This is a must-have if you want to play with your Skyrim and modding it. It prevents any issue or crashes. Well, at least you can get some crashes, but it's pretty easy to erase or disable your mods to check what's the problem with your mods. You won't have to play with the meshes and the textures. All those kind of stuff in your Skyrim folder, it will automatically do it for you. So yeah, download it from the main website. I will leave again a link in the description. It's pretty simple to install it. You just need to follow the the step, and it will be done in probably 2 minutes. So I won't show you how to install it and use it today. There's a couple of videos on the internet if you want to check it out. But for me, I won't show you. I'm here to show you how to mod your Skyrim. Those basic things you can go check out on Google, on YouTube. There's a plenty amount of people showing it. Okay, after you're done downloading your Skyrim mod manager, you want to get your first mods. Well, maybe you're actually using Skyrim mod manager for other mods, but your first water mod that you want to add is realistic water 2. This is a pretty good, and this is my favorite mods about water. It add a lot of meshes. It's pretty good. I found it the best between, you know, there's pure water, there's water w.a.t.e.r water. I prefer this one, and it's kind of easy, you know, to play with it in the settings. As you probably see in the preview from the first 3 minutes of the video, it gives quite a good looking to your water. So you want to get realistic water too. The second mod that you want to get is Watercolor for ENB. It's an add-on for the realistic water too. It adds some realism to your water, you know, some shiny little spread in your water. It make it look a little bit better. As you see, there's colors. Yeah, you want to get this mod. It's pretty good. It's an add-on. You don't actually need for it, but if you want to really pimp your water, this is a must-have. Last mods that you want to get is the better sound underwater. It's not necessary to get it, but for me, the old sounds of the underwater in Skyrim, it's kind of buggy and it's really annoying. When you get, you know, out of the water, sometimes the sound keep going for at least 5 seconds, and sometimes it does not appear. You cannot hear it when you're underwater, so it's kind of buggy. So this actually removes the sound and add, you know, a little swimming sounds to your Skyrim. As I said, it's not necessary to get it, but for me it is. Okay, once you're done downloading everything that I showed you, your actual game, well, no, your water should look like that. Don't bother by the links. I don't know what he's doing there. But yeah, your water should look like that. This is kind of cool if you compare it to the, you know, the vanilla water, the green vanilla water. It actually looked like crap compared to this. But that's not enough. If you want to really upgrade your water, that's far from enough. As you can see, we cannot see underwater. If I go underwater, I cannot see kind of far. So yeah, you want to change these settings in your ENB. The best thing you want to change, no, actually the way you want to change it is by pressing Shift and Enter. This is all your settings. You can play with the water settings. We press N, there we go. You can play with the water setting, the eyes, the sky, everything you want to play with, it's there. It's pretty much the same thing as the Skyrim preferences in your Skyrim folder, but instead it's ENB. So you scroll down in this section. Actually, there's a thing that you must not forget to check is effect. You want to check enable water and enable underwater. If you don't check it, it won't work. It won't do anything. So you want to check it, and you scroll down to water. Okay, you want to check all those columns, and only the first one you don't want to check it, because actually what this will do is immune your water to the rain effect. So there won't be a little, you know, blobs popping when it's raining. You don't want to activate that. Okay, you want to put this to high, displacement quality, displacement filter quality very high, and shadow quality high. And check enable shadow noise. Finally, this is where the numbers are coming in. You want to set, you can play with it, but I set it like that because for me, it's doing perfectly what I want. it's looking the water. It looks the water the way I want it. So you want to check this out. I'm gonna leave. I don't know. Probably I will leave, or just you can just press pause and check everything and what's going on in here. The main thing you want to change is moddiness. You want to set it to 0 or 0.05. I think what moddiness do is actually make the water look green, or make the water that you cannot see through it. So you want to change that. You want to also change the sun scattering multiplier. What this thing do is actually preventing you to see deep underwater. And finally, want to change the caustics. Those caustics are actually let me show you. There's a way to enable and disable your ANB series is Shift F12. I disable it. I'm gonna enable it right now. There we go. It looks like that. This is my water. Those caustics are actually those little waves that you see. I think it's kind of make it more real, but do not add too much, because it will just look ridiculous. For me right now it is perfect. So yeah, all those settings make your water look like that. As you can see, I also changed the color, the settings of the suns to make it look the way I want it. I also changed the underwater. As you can see, I can see very well underwater. There's no green fogs, and as you can hear, well, I don't know if you can hear it, but there's no blobbing sound of the underwater sound from vanilla. I download the mod, the latest mod that I show you, and this preventing this sounds to kind of fuck you around, if I can say so. Sorry for my bad language. So yeah. So all those settings that I showed you, well, let's press Shift and Enter. It's gonna give you this kind of water. Okay. Okay. One last thing you want to get is the underwater setting. There's not a lot of thing in the underwater. If you want to make your underwater look like mine, it's not the perfect thing. I just play, for fun and to disable this green fog. But for me it is okay. So you want to toggle all those 4 things: dispersion, parallax, displacement, and silhouette. And you want to also check the enable reflection and enable shadow. You want to set shadow quality to high, dispersion amount 1. We'll leave it like that. You want to play, I don't know if I play with a lot of things in here. I think I only check those things, but if there's something different in your games, I play with it. So this is how it becomes. So finally, when you're done with your in ENB series configuration, you want to go and save configuration, and finally, when you're finally done, apply changes. So I'm gonna do it. I did not change anything, so it can take a while. Okay, so Shift Enter, escape. There we go. So your water should, if you probably do everything as I said, your water supposedly look like that. So as you can see, if I go up high, it kind of look great. I'm gonna go underwater, no sounds. You can see kind of far the details. I don't know if I add a mod for this seaweeds. Well, I don't really remember this seaweeds being in there. And there's a, well, if there is, whoop, gonna drown. If there is, I'm gonna leave it in the description. For me, it's not necessary because underwater Skyrim is pretty basic. So yeah, this is your water, guys. If there's any problem, if you don't get the exact same result, don't be shy to leave a comment. This is my first video actually doing a guide like this. It's my first time, so be gentle with me. You can give me some feedback, you can give me some advice, some stuff to help me in the next episode, because yes, there will be more episode. So yeah, so I hope you enjoy, guys. I don't know where the next episode is gonna get coming out. probably in you know, 4 to 5 days, because it takes quite a while to edit. Not gonna lie. I'm not actually used to edit videos. I'm doing it for school and stuff, but for video games it's kind of new to me, so it's gonna take a while. I'm gonna get better doing more video, and I hope you enjoy it, guys. And if you enjoy it, don't be afraid to leave a like and a comment. So, as Demolisher here, thanks for watching, guys.